Hello, welcome to week one of the Running Headfirst intervention. So my name is Ash Cox. I'm the scientific lead at Running Headfirst, and it's my job to ensure that what we do in the coming weeks is underpinned by the latest scientific evidence. So just for a bit of background, I hold 3 undergraduate degrees, 2 postgraduate, and I'm just in the process of completing my PhD. I have published research papers, I've lectured at conferences such as BASES and the British Heart Foundation, and I'm due to lecture or present my work at the World Health Organization later this year. So why am I telling you all this? So essentially it's about credibility, and you might question some of what we put in place over the next few weeks, and rightly so. Okay, we all should think critically, and we encourage you to ask as many questions as you need to. Okay, there's no question too stupid, so please, if you are unsure about anything, then just reach out and I am more than happy to take those questions. So the first week essentially is about getting you up and running with regards to physical activity. And physical activity for good health and well-being is what this is all about, both physical and mental health. So regular physical activity provides a range of physical benefits and mental health benefits. These include reducing the risk of disease, managing any existing conditions that you may have, and developing and maintaining physical and mental function. There are a set of guidelines for these, and they are provided by the UK Chief Medical Officer. And the UK Chief Medical Officer's guidelines, they provide recommendations on the frequency, the intensity, the duration, and the types of physical activity throughout different life stages, from early years, so from babies, all the way through to later years. Benefits of physical activity are accrued over time, but it's never too late to gain health benefits from taking up physical activity. With physical activity, there's a common saying amongst the scientific and medical community that some is good, but more is better. Although we recommend that all individuals work towards achieving these guidelines, there are no absolute thresholds. Benefits are achieved at levels both below and above the Chief Medical Officer's guidelines. In general, the more time spent being physically active, the greater the health benefits. However, the gains are especially significant for those currently doing the lowest levels of activity. So the gains, the initial gains, are really significant for those of you who are coming from low levels of activity. And when we talk about low levels of activity, we're talking about fewer than 30 minutes per week. As the improvement in health per additional minute of physical activity will essentially be proportionally greater. Okay, so that's why we need to just get moving in the first instance. There is no minimum amount of physical activity required to achieve some form of health benefit. Specific targets below the recommended levels, such as aiming to do at least 10 minutes at a time, can be effective as a behavioural goal for people starting out from low levels of activity. So there is evidence to suggest 10 minutes of activity at a time. And you'll see this come into fruition in the early stages of this intervention as we're just trying to get you moving, and there is evidence to support that. These individuals coming from low levels of activity includes disabled adults and those also living with long-term conditions such as COPD, type 2 diabetes, or currently living with obesity. And as a step on the journey towards meeting the recommended levels set out in the UK Chief Medical Officer's guidelines. Small bouts, of fewer than 10 minutes accumulated throughout the day and week will also provide some benefits. It is recommended that people are active every day, and spreading the activity across the day or week can help make the guidelines achievable within daily living. For example, walking, commuting to work, wheeling if you're wheelchair bound, or cycling for daily travel is often the easiest way to get physically active. We will help get you started along on this path. That's what we're here for. So please, if you have any questions in the coming days throughout the whole of this intervention, then please raise them and pass them up to us. Okay, we are more than happy to answer them, and that is why we're here. We are here for you. Everything we're doing is informed by the science. Please, please adhere to as much of this as you can. I know it will be difficult, certainly for those of you just starting out. We're here for you. It will pay off in the long run, trust me. Thank you.